Last time on Delightful Travelers, we took a local bus to the beautiful yet crazy town of Patong. While there, we made our way down Bangla Walking Street at night, and let's just say we were a little out of our element. In this video, we're once again dealing with bad weather. It seemed to have improved, but we're back to endless amounts of rain. So we're wondering, was Phuket a mistake?
I'm Trevor, and this is Anna. In this series, we're finally experiencing one of our bucket list dreams, living in Thailand. Make sure to hit subscribe and click the like button so you don't miss a single video. A huge thanks to our channel members and patrons for making these videos possible. Welcome back to Phuket.
I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Well, to be completely honest, things are not going exactly as planned. It has been raining almost every single day, and I mean a lot of rain, and because of that it made things very difficult to plan.
Yeah, and it's not rainy season, just to put that out there. It's supposed to be really nice right now. Even the locals are baffled by it, but it's been raining a lot.
Yep.
I had some other troubles here and there, so we're going to talk about that in today's video. I think one major complaint that people have about social media, just in general, is that everyone puts all the good stuff out there and makes their lives look perfect. You hear that all the time. Well, we're trying to show you what reality is really like of full-time travel. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. And I know once in a while we do put a video out and say, like, this didn't go as planned, this was a nightmare travel day, etc., etc. And you always get those people that come out of the woodwork and say, well, stop complaining, you're in paradise, just enjoy it. We are, trust us, we are enjoying it, but again, this is reality and we want to show you what it's really like.
Honestly, our biggest complaint is trying to plan things. There happens to be this gray blanket of clouds in the sky, and I mean it's really thick, and that means every day we can't plan anything because it usually rains. We're trying to show you guys more of Thailand, but we haven't been able to really do that. We haven't gotten out nearly as much as we wanted to. Now, today we're hoping to go to the beach though, huh?
We're gonna try to go to the beach. It is, as usual, calling for rain. Sometimes that means it downpours for hours and hours, and sometimes it's beautiful out. So we will see. It's a risk, but we're gonna take it.
Also, we're running out of days, so we just have to go for it. We might get soaked.
Speaking of things not going as planned, the building that we are staying at, that we rented an apartment at, which we showed you in a previous video, has a shuttle service that goes to the beach, which is so convenient. It's really cheap as well. But there isn't a schedule for it, but every time we've come down, they've just kind of like been confused about the schedule. Been like, no, just take it, you know, what time do you want us to pick you up? And it's been really great, except when it doesn't run. The last time we tried to take it, the guy was off sick for the day. Today we came down a little bit later than the schedule said, and she was very like, no, it goes by the schedule, which they've never really seemed to abide by in previous times. So of course, no shuttle.
We're pointing over here because it's usually parked there, like every day.
Time we come down here, it's always parked there.
This is how today is going to go, isn't it?
I know, as long as it doesn't rain. If it doesn't rain, then today is going to go okay. But now I have to get a Grab, which oddly enough are quite expensive around here. Just going locally, it's not too bad to go far, but it's almost like going far is the same price as going 2 minutes down the road. All
right, so I have Grab fired up here. If you don't know what it is, it's just like Uber. It's about 300 baht, about $9 US to get a ride. That's only a few minutes down the road, but today we have no choice. We're just gonna go for it. Cross your fingers for us, guys, that we're gonna get some nice weather at this gorgeous beach we're going to. Well, I'll be the first to welcome you guys to Nai Harn Beach here, but looks a little different than before.
Yeah, so we came here a couple of weeks ago when we first arrived here in Rawai, and it was totally different. It was a sunny day, the water was crystal clear, but no waves. Today, you can't get over how big the waves are.
Yeah, there's also not nearly as many people on the beach.
Yeah.
And it's still, well, there's still some clouds in the sky.
I think that's gonna last. As long as it doesn't rain, I'm okay with that. I can deal with that.
So this beach is actually considered one of the nicer beaches in all of Phuket. We'll come back down here. First we gotta find something to eat. We were wondering if places are open. They are, even on an overcast day. So the plan is to fill our bellies with some good food first. One thing that's really cool about this area is there's all these different restaurants and places to eat. We chose to come over to a place called Sea Oak, which is really trendy, and we got a San Miguel light beer to kind of help with the day. Let's say, I'm just kidding, you guys. I don't need this to make the day better, but we got turned on to these in the Philippines, which we have to thank all the Filipinos for that. It's really good beer. It's not a Thai beer today, but we did order some food as well, and that is Thai food.
Before the food shows up, let's talk about the weather one last time, at least hopefully one last time, assuming it does not rain today and end up being a not too bad day. But honestly, this has been some of the worst weather we've had anywhere. Like continuously bad weather. Sometimes you get like a bad week here and there, but this has just been like a month solid of just really bad days. You might get 2 or 3 days in the middle of nice weather, but then you have 4 or 5 days of really bad, unpredictable weather. This never happens to us. Like honestly, we purposely try to plan our travels around going to places in higher season or the end of the season to get the better weather, to not be there in rainy season. We've watched some people's videos from here in Thailand in rainy season, and they had better weather than we've had.
One more thing about the weather. This is not the kind of weather where you kind of wait 15 minutes or wait like an hour or something and then the sun comes back out. That has not been happening. If there's gray clouds in the sky, they're here for like 4 or 5 days. Like in the Caribbean, usually if it rains or something like that, it just gets sunny later. We've had that happen in the Philippines. We've had it happen in Indonesia, and we're not here in rainy season, guys. That's the crazy part. The locals have been telling us that the rainy season, it seems to be like pushed more into December this year anyway. Maybe it was like that last year, but I don't know. If you're coming here in December, just keep that in mind. Or if you come like next December, hopefully it's better for you guys.
So our food has arrived, and we went for something called, I think, cackling pork, kind of a funny name, but it's a spicy pork dish. It comes with some rice and an egg. It says on the menu that it's spicy and can't be adjusted, and then when the food got dropped off, we were also warned that it's spicy. So I'm gonna guess here in Thailand, when they say something spicy, it's gonna be really, really spicy. We do have a really great menu here. There's some breakfast items, some really yummy sounding breakfast items, some wraps, but we decided to go for some Thai food today. I'm gonna try to mix this egg a little bit with the rice and then get a bite of all the things. I think I got a bite of everything except the big red chili that was in there, so I'm gonna try to avoid that one in case it is really spicy.
I'm curious because she did kind of make an eek face when she said about the spice level.
I think my eyes are starting to water a bit. This is one of those spicy dishes that when you put it in your mouth and you start chewing, you're like, no, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. It starts to get a little bit spicier. Swallow it, you wait a second, and then oh my god, it gets so spicy. This is super spicy. I'm glad I didn't actually eat that chili because I probably would have died. This is really good though, like nice flavors to it. It's got a little bit of like, I have a curry flavor to it. I always love an egg with the rice and then like some meat on the side. This is a really yummy dish.
I don't think I need to try it because Anna described it perfectly, but one thing that has not been a disappointment at all in our time here in Thailand has been the food. This has actually been some of the best food we've ever had in the entire world, and we were hoping for that when we got here, and that's what we got. So that is a huge check. All right, we made it back down to the beach here, and you guys can probably see these waves. They are just out of control. I feel bad for the lifeguards. They're just blowing whistles, going down the beach on their ATVs. It's pretty hectic, very different than the last time we were here.
Yeah, I feel bad for the lifeguards because I feel like they're probably not used to this. Maybe I'm wrong, but they have to work extra hard today.
It's too bad, you guys. I know you're looking at this. I'm sure it looks awesome, and it's still warm. We're not going to complain about that, but this beach, when it's sunny out, is one of the most beautiful beaches we've ever come across, and it's pure sand.
Yeah, so if you've been watching our last couple of videos, maybe not the last video, but the 2 videos before that, we visited some pretty amazing beaches.
Yeah.
This one is up there as well, so just kind of combine what you see now with what you saw in the past, and that's what it looks like.
Just like pretend. Use your imagination. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make the best of a bad situation, but we're still grateful for where we are.
I will say that one nice thing compared to the last time we were here, last time it was super sunny, it was beautiful, but it was really hot. You don't get much shade just the way the sun faces here. You don't really get any shade unless you purchase like a lounger and an umbrella. So sitting here on the beach is a little bit more comfortable.
It's kind of nice. You couldn't do this last time.
No.
You just bake.
One definite difference from the last time we were here is that you could basically not get a lounge chair. They were all taken. You basically had to line up to get one. If I remember correctly, I think they were 200 baht for 2 chairs and an umbrella, so really not too bad at all. But today, there's lots and lots of empty seats. You have a choice if you want to be down here. Let's also, while we're walking, just talk about some things that haven't really gone as planned. This is no fault on Thailand. This has just been bad timing, bad luck. You guys might remember from a couple videos ago that we got food poisoning. So we've been dealing with bad weather. We had probably a good week of like dealing with that, which wasn't so much fun. If you want to learn more about it, you can go back a few videos and we talked a lot about it. I also just had a cold. Like, it's so weird to get a cold in a warm climate. It just seems so wrong. No idea where we got it because we basically haven't really been around many people. When we eat, we're usually outside, you know. It just really, I guess, random bad luck again, but that's finally going away, and now bad weather again, so ups and downs.
We just came over to a whole different section of the beach. This is kind of cool. There's like a river over there,
Yeah,
I think.
we didn't come down this far
No.
last time. There's like a little shrine on a rock. Really cool rocks over this way. There's a river. There's people dancing.
There's people dancing. Is this what you guys think we do?
Yeah, they're filming themselves, maybe for a TikTok video or something like that. These are one of those like, should I cross, or is it like super deep? I'm gonna watch someone else get across there now. You never know when you have all your stuff with you. You know, I don't want to like fall in.
I think it's pretty safe, but it's cool. Look at this. I just like that it connects into the ocean there. You don't see that often. We found another spot here on the beach. Honestly, we just don't know what to do at the moment. It's getting cloudier, and if we just stay out there, we're worried it's gonna rain. Right now we're under some kind of sun umbrellas, so we're hoping that will do the trick. We got another beer. This time it's a Singha. No judging. Someone else is over there looking very posh and fancy with her.
I can't remember if we've talked about this in other videos. I feel like we have recently, but definitely helps keep you cool. Not many people use them around here. I don't know why, but it's very handy. I just throw it in my purse all the time, and then when I get hot, pull it out, and it definitely helps.
We discovered this in Italy. In Italy, they use them all the time.
I actually bought this in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
But no one used them there either. But in Italy, everybody uses them, and it just seems smart. And now I know I look weird and posh when I'm here. But in Italy, I totally fit in.
It is very hot. Now, speaking of the heat and the weather, once again, we have to keep bringing that up because that's why today is like it is. We travel for a month at a time now, like give or take. It might
or
be.
We'll rent a place.
We'll rent a place for 1 month, and there's pros and cons to that. Obviously, one of the pros is you get to kind of get really into the local culture. You get to meet locals. You can shop for groceries.
And mostly, we find a month now doesn't even feel like enough time. In most places, we feel like it just flies by. We're even thinking about eventually doing it a little bit longer than a month, just to really feel like we get time in the place that we choose. But like Trevor just said, there are some pros and cons.
Yeah, one of the pros, like I said, is getting to dive into the local culture, and that's what we've done in Greece, and we've done that in the DR as well. But one of the cons is like honestly right now, because the weather has been so bad, we probably would have moved on from this place in Thailand specifically, but we can't because we're locked into a place.
Yeah, that's the thing about renting for a month or longer, is that you can't just be like, oh, never mind, can I get my money back because we want to leave? Like, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, so. I know it's, we're living out our dream, and I know to a lot of you guys watching, like, you'd love to be able to do this, but there is still pros and cons with it. It's stuff I've never really thought about this situation before. And
we really just started doing this, like, living one place at a time, and it's to be expected. Of course, everywhere isn't going to be perfect. We had a great time in Naxos. I think it rained one day the whole month that we were in Naxos, Greece.
We do.
Here, I mean, it's going to happen. Obviously, it's going to happen. It's just a little bit disappointing when it does.
Yeah, we expect rain, of course. We're not stupid. However, when it's like this, honestly, about 25 days out of 30, it just makes it difficult to plan. That's it. I'm sure there's a lot of you guys leaving comments by now saying we're complaining. We are out here having fun with all this, trying to make the best of a bad situation. It's just been bad luck. Hey, it happens with travel. Well, there we go, right on cue for the rain, huh?
We didn't make it. We were hopeful, but it didn't happen. It's now pouring.
Yeah, we switched to the iPhone, but look, you can see, it's coming down. And we gotta go, we gotta go pay for the beers, and then we'll probably pick you guys up in a little while, maybe when this ends. Hopefully this just ends. Well, we decided to just come back to our apartment building and go in the pool and just pretend that it's a nice day. We were gonna take you somewhere else. We actually didn't expect it to rain when it did just a few seconds ago in the video.
Well, we were trying to remain hopeful that it wasn't gonna rain, even though it said it was going to. But what we did in the meantime, this is one great thing about being in Thailand, and when it rains, something you can do very, very cheaply is go get a massage, which is exactly what we just did.
Yeah, so that's what you do on a rainy day. We're trying to make the best of the situation, as we said, but
trying to take advantage of this pool every day. It doesn't matter.
The pool's nice. There is a view, but you'll see like it's very overcast. But look, you can see behind Anna here. It's a pretty cool place. I feel like every time we show them this, it's gray and overcast.
No, I think we were up here one day in one video, if I recall, where it was really nice. So I can't remember which video that was. Go back and watch them all, and then you'll figure it out.
So yeah, we're gonna hang out here, for a few more moments, and we'll probably just go downstairs. I mean, I don't know what else you do on a rainy day, but maybe like watch some shows or something like that. So that's what we'll do, and maybe later it will get nice, you think? I don't.
No, probably not.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
So this is what you do when the weather is bad. I will say that's actually one good thing that's come out of all this bad weather is we honestly haven't been able to watch shows, and it feels like a bazillion months. But in the past months since we've been here, we've been like totally plowing through some shows. We're on The Crown now. I know we're a couple months behind. You guys probably watched it a while ago with season 5.
But who else is watching, right? Let us know.
Yeah, but you're probably watching us too.
If you are watching us, which clearly you are, we want to know, what are you guys watching on? Are you sitting down on the couch? Are you watching your TV? Are you watching on your phone? Are you on your computer with headphones? Whatever the device is, whatever way you are watching our videos, we want to make sure you guys are subscribed. A lot of you aren't. And if there's anything we realize with YouTube, the gods of YouTube that help push our video out there, they really like when our subscribers, the people that are subscribed, watch the videos and like it, of course. So hit the thumbs up. That really helps us out. But let us know. We're just curious. We've always been really curious about that. Well, I think we're just gonna park it here for the rest of the day, and we'll watch some more Netflix.
Yeah, maybe order some food in and just chill out, because that's what you do when it's a rainy day. Speaking of that, we've obviously talked about the bad things that have been happening lately, and if you've already left a comment telling us not to complain, delete it now, because this is not us complaining. This is just really the reality of what life is like. And we keep talking about how bad we feel for the people that are on vacation and get weather like this. Maybe might have 2 weeks here and had maybe
so many.
1 or 2 nice
There's
days.
been quite a few people that we've run into that are on vacation. We just feel so bad. But again, we're in a great setup here. We're grateful for where we are. But again, back to realities. We wanted to show you guys what it's like. Normally, we kind of show you the highlight reels of what's happening in our lives. And well, this time didn't have an opportunity for that. So let us know what you think of it. We just picked up the camera and took you guys out today. Whatever happened. It's usually how it is, but we just figured.
Yeah, so it's like, was this a bad decision? I mean, based on all available information, it was the right decision.
Yeah.
But if we had known that the weather was like this, we probably would have gone somewhere else and maybe come here later in the winter or something.
Speaking of somewhere else, we are soon, not quite yet, this isn't the last video where we're at in Thailand, but we will be going somewhere else, not too far from where we are, to meet some other people that you guys have definitely, seen us hung out with. We hung out with them before, let's call it that.
Yeah, they're friends of ours, and you're kind of recognizing them.
They're YouTubers too, so leave a guess. We will be meeting up with some people soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. But
can't wait.
Yeah, but we're going to sign off, watch some Netflix. Hopefully the next time you see us, we'll be up to some more fun things with some better weather.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Phuket, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.